What is the biggest challenge during a prayer night?
Staying awake.
In our ongoing pursuit of exploring what living with Jesus looks like, we are going to try something that we have never done before. We are going to pray for 10 hours straight during the night. Why, you wonder? It's kind of what we wonder too, because, well, we love to sleep. But we hear stories of people who are up all night to pray, and so did Jesus, often. And we want to explore why. 2 years ago, we were at a prayer night in Australia, but we gave up around 2 o'clock. Oops. Feeling not too confident in ourselves, we thought it would be good to ask our friend who organized that prayer night for help. It's still recording. Hey! We are planning to organize a prayer night here in Norway in a week. And we don't really know how to do it. Is it just, we go there and we start praying, or do we need a bit of a plan beforehand?
We did have a plan, and I think a plan is good because it's a long time. You know what the disciples did when Jesus said to watch him pray? They fell asleep.
Right.
So, what is the biggest challenge during a prayer night?
Staying awake.
That makes sense.
And just recognizing that when you're falling asleep or when you're struggling to stay awake, that God is always awake.
Yeah.
God is always in control. Yeah, I don't think I've ever felt my weakness as much as I did at that hour and that night. You can't even stay awake with that.
Right.
You can't even stay awake with that.
Right.
You can't even stay awake.
And that's exactly my biggest concern. During my previous prayer challenge, I already fell asleep, and that was just praying for 1 hour. How am I gonna be able to pray for a whole night? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. We began putting together a schedule with many of the ideas that we had gotten from Charissa. And then we asked you if there was something we could pray for you for during the night, expecting maybe a handful of replies, but we got over 100 requests. It's so cool. We really love you as our online family, and we're looking forward to pray for every single one of these requests. So tomorrow is the prayer night, and I got this idea for something special that I want to do. But it's already pretty impossible as it is, let alone on such short notice, but I'm gonna try. Hi, I'm calling for... Now the program is ready, we've got a location, we've invited others, but a prayer night in our part of the world, that's pretty much unheard of. So is anyone else going to join us, or will it just be us? What happened next blew our mind. 18 people showed up, which was a great surprise and an incredible start of the night. Who of you has ever been at an all-night prayer night?
Once. As a kid, I didn't stay awake.
Who's the one who's been traveling the longest to get here? Henry? How long have you been traveling to get here?
2 hours drive.
That's literally from one point to Holland to the other side of the country to get to a prayer night. It's so cool. And then it was time for the special surprise that I called for. Before we start, there's someone who would want to give a special word of encouragement to us.
Greetings, and I am very glad.
All right, let me tell you why this is so special and why our friend here looks so impressed. This is Pavel Goya. He's a world-famous pastor who travels everywhere speaking about prayer. He's sharing one personal miracle story after the other, and I don't know how so many experiences can even fit in one person's lifetime.
So my son was in the car under the water.
He is the one who inspired me most to pursue a better connection with God through prayer. And now, after I got hold of his phone number, without knowing me, while being fully booked for the next years and actually even having just arrived at his next speaking engagement, he still made the time to record a video just to encourage us for the night. That he did this, that really means a lot to me.
Prayer is the greatest privilege that humans can have. And I encourage you to keep growing in prayer and to trust in God, because He will do the things that we cannot do. May God be with you. Rich blessings to all of you.
And now, on fire with his words of encouragement, it's time to start praying. Each hour we were praying for a different topic. In our big groups, smaller groups, we shared prayer answers, like Katja shared about the miraculous healing of her back, and time just seemed to fly. Anyone feel tired?
Marginally. But I think everyone agreed that no one expected it to be so late already.
So it's now 2:30 in the night, and we're starting this segment of claiming God's promises, amazing promises, by painting them. And I'm not as tired as I thought I would be, because it's just so precious this time. There was so many people that came. So amazing to see the eagerness from people to actually want to commit to prayer more. It's amazing. We're in their city. This is it's a really special experience, actually. Their minds and their hearts.
That was pretty cool. We walked in the city and we actually met a couple. They were sitting there, some young people. We asked them if we could pray for them, and they were a bit surprised, obviously, because when you're in the city at 4 in the night, you don't expect people to come to you ask to pray. But they actually seemed to really appreciate it, and we got to pray for them. And
it was a nice conversation.
yeah, let's see how it's going with the others, actually. How are you guys doing? Are you feeling re-energized now?
Yeah,
Yeah?
ready for some more hours.
How are you two feeling?
I think that God is using this process to help us all stretch and grow.
But I somehow got more tired from taking the walk than what I was before.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm feeling fresh still. I haven't been feeling tired at all during the whole...
You will be so tired tomorrow.
I'll break down probably.
And then we got another video to encourage us from someone that you'll recognize.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, everyone. We know that you're probably watching this video at a very early hour of the morning, and you're probably feeling exhausted. It's a unique experience, but it teaches you your weakness and reminds you of God's strength and how much you need it.
God bless you all.
Bye.
Such a godly example, and we really miss them.
Very much.
Yeah.
We miss you.
And for the next 3 hours, we prayed non-stop except for a short break.
Doing some morning exercise.
Gotta stretch the cold muscles.
That was the evening exercise.
You see the sunrise up there.
It is morning. It means we made it.
We even time.
Time. How did it feel for all of us?
It's been a big blessing.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, feel like we could continue.
Yeah, it was very good. And
Are you tired?
not now. I was around
5:30.
like 2 years of that.
So now no one is tired?
I'm hungry.
Nice. Hungry.
Yeah.
That means it's ready for?
Food.
Food! Yeah! Gonna have some breakfast.
Sharing a meal with our friends was the perfect ending of an incredible night. From the start, I felt quite intimidated by the thought of praying for 10 hours straight. I thought maybe I'd think it's boring and fall asleep or give up at some point, but God really helped me through the night. And not just on survival mode, I felt good, I felt energized. But more than that, this was a unique experience in my friendship with Jesus. To talk to Him together with some of my other friends for such a long time about so many things and people and all of your requests, it took our relationship to a different level and made it more personal. And that's the main thing that I have learned from this challenge. Jesus is worth making time for. And that's what I want to implement more in my daily life. Not necessarily always during the night, though I'm sure that we'll do this again, but during the day. I want to hang out more with my friend in heaven.
That's awesome. That was a success. It was just so amazing. And I said to Melvin, like, babe, I think God just healed my back pain. I was just so happy. I was like, bending down and just testing out. Like, I can bend down without pain. And